Yo guys, Foxy Kid here, and it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about a month, and I just want to take you guys back to my last video, which is about 4 weeks ago. A week after that, I had, during that week, I had, just after I posted my video, I had Infection Drama, the sequel, ready to go. I had like all the audio done, I had basically everything else done. All I needed was some gameplay to go in the background, and you want something decent. You don't just want some garbage ass gameplay like I put on last time, like some BTB garbage. It was horrendous. It was good stats in that game though. But anyway, besides that, I want some like decent, interesting infection gameplay to go along with that. But as you knew, during that period, infection was on its like really decline right down to the bottom, and it was like nearly impossible to hit anything, just good numbers or anything there. So all I have to say is that I couldn't get any gameplay, and I basically bought Assassin's Creed Unity and Syndicate, and I was binge playing them instead because I got bored. Um, and yeah, I was busy with assignments and stuff, so I never was able to get the gameplay, so I had to scrap that because the update came out. So there, and Alpha Zombies and all that stuff came out. And I think I played one game of Alpha Zombies on a second, hit like a double there and like 70 odd kills on Riptide. It was actually I found it really fun. I was like, oh my days, this infection looks up. And I was like, oh my days, alright, I'm ready for this. So I scrapped my old infection drama because I was having like genuine fun. Even though it was only one game, I was having such fun on Alpha Zombies. It's just kind of like, yeah, I, because I was going to call out Free for Free for being absolute trash bags. They still are, because they got rid of Alpha Zombies, then they're bringing it back. It's kind of like, just leave it in. But, it's kind of like, I just scrapped it anyway, and it was gone. So, and then I was busy, as I said, Assassin's Creed and assignments and stuff, so I didn't have time to actually record anything. And, yeah, here we are now. Basically, just want to say that in a week or two, I hopefully, if once, because I've got some work due and stuff like there. In a week or two, I should be back posting Halo content. You should look out for like a weekly live com or something like there. And yeah, I should be back. And right, anyway, on to the second part of this video, because I was like, I could post like a 2-minute video saying an update, but screw that. I'm making another series. Oh god, help us all. Foxy making a series. But this will be my third series. And you're probably thinking, third series? What the hell are you on about? First series was the weekly livecom. That's still ongoing. And the second failure of a series was my walkthrough of Titanfall 2. And oh god. This is pretty bad, it's pretty bad. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, I just ditched that. I made 2 episodes and it's like, nah, the views aren't good enough. I'll just stop. So I went back to Halo. So then I ended up, yeah, I want to make another one now, and that's going to be my thoughts. Yeah, that's an AIDS of a title, but that's what we're doing. Anyway, little brief like what I'm going to do in this. Basically, I'm going to be telling you what's happening in the community. If there's anything you guys should know, and if you're not like if you can be asked going on Instagram and reading, I don't know. But I'm just trying to try and keep you guys up to date what's happening. With the Foxy channel and with other people, I'll give you some inside scoops that you won't get on Instagram because I know people, No, but I just thought, why not? My infection drama was pretty popular, so why not, make a series that is kind of like infection drama, only not as, formal, because that's the kind of formal put to my videos on like this. Like I had to record and record and record in that infection drama to make sure I had it right, but I just want to keep it nice and simple. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm just hoping it works out. So anyway, let's get on to it. Anyway, as you guys do or do not know, there's been a recent change in a world record for Backwoods. Rocky Star 6 hit 102 kills on Backwoods, and for someone like Rockstar, I don't know if you guys know Rockstar or not, but um, it's it came as a shock to some of us because we know the natural high hitters. You've got Vipers, who doesn't play as much. You got Eagle, same story. Spooks, same story. You know, you've got all these other people who don't really play as much, but they're your normal people who hit high numbers. And you've got, I don't know, like I'm neglecting a lot of people from the high numbers because there are a lot more. But like Banner Bench and stuff like there, like all those people hit high numbers as well. Tom Ryder, all those, you know. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, Rockstar isn't on that list, right? He's not someone who we expected just to come out of blue and hit a high number. So, as it was back in the time where the world record was like what 99, 98, somewhere around there. You know, 109 from Vipers was not expected because like Vipers hit like what back then he was like hitting like 60s to 80s and stuff like there. He's getting close, really close, and then just out of the blue 109 is kind of like what? Because I know in our group, you know, it was me, Spooks, and Eagle. Like we were expecting Jordan or Spooks to hit, and we were all egging Spooks on the hitting of to hit the first 100 bomb, and then he never did. You know, it was a rip Spooks. And then, you know, with Eagle, it was kind of like we were expecting. Well, I was expecting Eagle to go out of the thing and hit like 110 or something, and then just 109 came in from Vipers. Kind of like everyone was with Foster. It was kind of like, what the hell, you know? Wasn't expecting this at all. So, like, you know, we ended up checking it, you know, and Spooks, just like he did in this scenario, he checked up, he watched the gameplay, and he like back then he saw something happen, and in this one he saw something happen. In this one he saw that the people who were really scrubby. You know, this is an ordinary infection. You know, this is long ass lunging and all that crap. You know, it was weird seeing it. So, basically he did a bit more background research when the Halo Waypoint, and he saw that apparently, this is what he said, not me, because I was reading the Instagram. He's like, he DNF'd about like 5 pages in a row, and he had all these images showing the DNFs. And it's kind of like, you know, he has the proof there to back it up. So, you know, it's kind of like, well, fair enough, he has a point. Like, he dropped it eventually, not eventually, he dropped it pretty quickly. Well, I was expecting to hold it a bit, like, longer, but he didn't, he just dropped it pretty quickly. Must have like been getting too much hate or something. I don't know. Spooks isn't the man to like hate. Like he's like, that's the thing. Between Spooks and Eagle, they don't like when they're getting like hate. You know, they don't like getting hate. You know, just as everyone else wouldn't. But like they take like even like a couple of negative things, they take it pretty seriously, and they're like, right, I need to back off and not do this. So, you know. He just probably withdraw from that. Anyway, on the comments, because that's where all the cancer happens on the Instagram. I don't know if you guys read it, but I read it. I was having the time of my life, you know. I wish I had like a bourbon or something. I'm like, I was sitting at the fire with a nice seat, you know, dog wrapped around my legs. I don't know if you guys understood that reference or not, but it was pretty enjoyable, you know. There was a lot of like I was expecting what I saw, like I don't know. In my opinion, in recent years, like ever since Reach, the end of Reach into now, the Halo community's just been like the Halo infection community has been terrible. Like I mean terrible. They're so toxic. Like, and I'm part of this community as well. So, well, not as much as I used to be, but like, it's so toxic. You know, we're all sitting there like friendly competition is nice. So the stuff that Eagle and Vipers and Spooks have, you know, that's friendly competition. You know, oh, I want to hit the world record for this. You know, it's kind of like there. It's friendly competition, and basically some people in the community took it a step too far. I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to get called out. I don't want to get shit said to me because I've done my fair number of wrongs myself. Like I've said some questionable things in my time as a Halo player. Like I remember hating so many people. Not even in Halo 5, like in Halo Reach, my days, the amount of kids I hated. And I'd legitimately just call them out saying, "Oh, my days, this kids are like," and keep going. I don't want to, keep going with this. But anyway, if you guys know me, like I'm kind of, I have no filter. I like to just say my mind. I like being open with people. I don't really like, Like when someone tells me to keep a secret, I will keep a secret, you know. But usually I'll just open my mind, like no filter, kind of like that kind of stuff. But that's kind of like if I don't want to offend anyone, like I kind of grown up since Reach, because in Reach, God, in Reach, I was an arrogant prick. How about that? Let's call myself that. And if you annoyed me, I just call you out right there and then, call you an absolute bell end, like all that stuff. I'm keeping it PG, you know. But yeah. Anyway, basically, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I've got totally off topic, but we're gonna go with it. Go with it, yeah. Anyway, it just the 102 just came out of the blue. We weren't expecting it, and it's kind of like dropped the point eventually. But that's what I mean. The comments are just so bad. People getting so salty, and it's kind of like it doesn't even involve them, and they're getting so salty in the comments. It's just stop. I liked when I posted. I took a screenshot and I posted it, and I was just like, I love the smell of salt in the morning. No, it wasn't salt. It was drama. And like Eagle and Spooks and all, and like Vipers, they all post saying, something around the same thing, like the I remember what Viper said. He said the community is so toxic and all this stuff, and I totally agree, dude. Like, you just the community's so bad. Like, they're just sitting there talking shit all the time. It's just kind of like, just stop, just stop, please. Oh my goodness, just drop the pen. Okay, that was amazing. Anyway, eventually, Return of Paradox jumps on scene. I don't know what you guys. I don't know if you know Return of Paradox or like how you feel about him. I like to think that I'm, civil with him. I'm not like, I don't hate the guy, but he's not like he's not in the Trinity. I don't know if you guys know the Trinity. The Trinity is me, Spooks, and Eagle, which is like the inner three. Like, we always like talk with each other. But that's what I mean. Like, he's just, I like to consider him a friend. A guy that you can play Halo with. He's civil enough. But like, he jumps on scene and he starts talking smack to Spooks. So, say what you want, but I'm not gonna deny it and say I'm not biased towards Spooks, because I am. He's like, he's been a friend for years. Compared to Paradox, I've only like met him a year or two ago. So it's kind of like, of course I'm gonna be biased towards Spooks. But just saying that, I just have to say that I thought, like, when they're sitting there talking smack to each other, well, Spooks really wasn't, to be fair. It was more Paradox trying to measure his dick. No offense. He's trying to show that, I've got the bigger dick. That's my putting it into context. Don't take that literally, all right? He's just saying, I'm a better player, I've got a better shot, all this crap. He probably didn't even say that. I'm just like putting it into context just to egg it on, make it a bit more, dramatic. Anyway, 1v1 was issued and all that crap. That happened. And it was on Truth. Paradox won 15 to like 13 or 15 to 12. Can't remember it precisely, but somewhere around there. But it's kind of like, in that instance, like, a lot of people like, he put a poll out in his thing. He's like, who do you think won? And like, Spooks won, I think, 2 of them. I think he only put out 2, but I think Spooks won at least 2 of them. And he was sitting there saying, trying to prove everyone wrong. Now, I'm in this situation saying, like, I know both players, right? I know both of them. I've played Halo with both of them. I know how they play, And it's kind of like, I know Paradox is Onyx player, and I know Spooks is also an Onyx player. The difference is Spooks doesn't play Arena as much as Paradox. Like, he plays Infection, he plays Social, he's an Infection player. Paradox, like, he went on the pure Arena grind, he played like every single playlist. So they had a 1v1 on Truth. So of course Paradox is going to be familiar with the map, familiar with the spawns. Like, he's just going to be 100% on that map compared to Spooks. Spooks, there is no Infection map for, Truth. He doesn't know the spawns or anything there. Like, he's played, like, he's had his time on the map, but if you did like a map, how many times they've been on that map, like, the ratio would be so much higher for Paradox. And that's what I mean. Like, he's got more experience on the map, he's got more Arena experience, he's you know, he's got the advantage because he plays it a ton. You know, he like in my when I'm analyzing this, it's gonna he's the clear, you know, the clear advantage. You know, he's gonna win, and I like to say that I'm right. I'm not trying to offend Spooks because I know he's a decent shot. He's really good. You know, he is a better shot than I do. I just have better map tactics because I've been playing it as like a long time as well. Like that's what I mean. It's kind of like he's got more experience. So in that situation, Spooks had more to win than, you know, Paradox. Because if Spooks won that, right, what would that like look for Paradox? You know, Spooks is this full-time infection kid, and he just drops the bomb on Paradox. He's like, he's hit like, you know, Champ a couple of times. You know, it kind of looks it like Paradox didn't have as much to win. And if it was me, this is what I mean. It's my thoughts. So in my opinion on this, I wouldn't have even issued the 1v1. You know, it had more to lose. I don't know if you're like me. I like to always go into something where I have, I have more to gain. That's what I always like to do. So, you know, I just thought that was kind of stupid. Once again, not trying to offend anyone. I'm just giving my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, you can come talk to me. You can come ahead and talk to Foxy if you can find him, because I haven't been online in ages. So anyway, I'll be on in hopefully 2 weeks' time. Hopefully that's the earliest, I think. And I should be hopefully back into making videos.